Welcome back. We are back to Castillo versus Mayweather 1, Part 2, Round 7. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Now, we talked in the first part about how Castillo's moving his head like here, feinting Mayweather when Mayweather's close to the ropes, not overcommitting, doing that little jog he does to catch up with Mayweather, then going back to his boxing stance or his boxing footwork. Stepping back from the jab to the body, jabbing back at Mayweather twice when Mayweather jabs once. Feinting, changing levels. Coming in with double jabs, left uppercut, hook. Nice. See, he's not pressing Floyd to the ropes. When he does it for a reason. Let's see what Floyd does here. This is something Floyd does a lot, but it goes unnoticed because he does it so fast. So Castillo's moving in. He misses. So this is something you can do when you miss a punch, which is if you miss and you just stay like this, Castillo can come over the top with the right hand. See what Mayweather does. It's called fixing your mistakes. Boom. Bang. Keep him away from you. Let's see if he does it again. No. So that's something you could do when you miss. You don't just miss. You gotta fix your mistake. Use your form to frame. Castillo's in front of Mayweather no matter where Mayweather goes. Nice left hook. So Castillo, he's pushing Mayweather tight to the ropes sometimes. Usually he's just keeping Mayweather close to the ropes, but he's not committing. Let's see over here, Mayweather does a good thing. Nice, so Castillo comes in with a jab. Mayweather times him with a jab of his own, steps out. Very close to getting hit, steps out. Castillo, he reminds me of Chavez Sr., Julio Cesar Chavez. I think a fight between Floyd and Chavez would have went pretty similar to how Castillo fought. There, Floyd gets warned for the framing. Now, when people say like someone like Floyd, he doesn't have power, but for some reason he no one just walks through his punches and stuff. It's because he pulls off tricks like these. He uses form very well against bigger guys, which he kind of has to do it because he doesn't have the power to keep him away, so has to get creative. So if you don't have a lot of power, you got to get creative in the ring. You can't just let guys walk in. You might get some points taken away, you might get warned, but it is what it is unless you get disqualified. Keep doing it. But you got to have a deterrent for people just move in on you. You can't just fight your way out of every fight. Every great fighter has some tricks they do that, with quotations, might be illegal, but they put it in their game plan. Like here, when Mayweather leans back, watch his left elbow pop up right here. Look at that. If someone runs into this elbow, into the neck, or into the chest, into the face, that's a weapon right there. But because Mayweather is doing it defensively, he looks like he's defending while he does it really quick. While he leans back, he pops it up, see here, and then just pop. Here it didn't drive into Castillo, but see, I like this ref. This ref is good. Usually refs don't really warn Mayweather about this stuff. Nice jab by Mayweather. Nice jab. See right there again. When something becomes a habit, it's really hard to get out of or stop doing. See, Does he miss the jab here? Misses the jab. Boom, pushes off with the elbow. Nice right hand. Let's see that again. So, boom, boom. Oh, let's reverse. Misses the right hand, Mayweather does. Where's his left hand? Pretty low. He kind of gets hit. I'm not sure if he got completely hit with that clean. Okay, this is the thing about when you're fighting someone, like, see how they're, Castillo's Mayweather's height, I think. But you see how Castillo goes down a bit? This is a thing you could do to taller opponents. Or when you become the smaller opponent, this is what you can do. See how Castillo dips down? Now watch Mayweather. Where is he looking? He's looking down. He's looking down. He's leaving himself open. He's trying to see what Castillo is going to come up with. Now, this is really scary. Not scary, but, I don't know, annoying. It's a bad spot to be in when someone dips down constantly, because you have to look down. First of all, Mayweather has to punch lower than usual, so his hands are farther away from his face. If Castillo stayed this height, Mayweather wouldn't be looking down right now. He'd be in his shell. But I see how his hand is lower than his shoulder. His left hand is low. He's trying to see what Castillo is going to come up with. This is exhausting for a taller fighter to keep thinking about, because they have to worry about like an overhand right coming, a left hook coming, a right uppercut coming, right? And Castillo, he has all this open. He has this opening in between the guard. So this is something I like doing against someone slightly taller than me, or against a taller fighter, is get really short, make them look down on you, see, and then he comes up. It's very exhausting to keep an eye out for when fighters go down, dip low. Nice right hand. Nice right hand. Oh, Mayweather got a right uppercut in there. Boom. Right for a right. Now, same thing with that elbow. See this elbow? That's a weapon right there. Mayweather has he's like a porcupine. He puts out spikes with his elbows, his forearm, so you can't just move in on him. See that left elbow, left forearm. Right, and he's holding the head, controlling Castillo. So usually when you see fighters without a lot of power, like even Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier or George Foreman, Muhammad Ali used to lean on his opponents, grab their heads. When you don't have power like your opponent, you have to make it dangerous for them to walk in, which is something Mayweather does really good. See it right there again? Now the ref can't see this because he's on this side. He's watching this side. He can't really see the right side. Watch Mayweather's right elbow. Bang, he gets hit. So he's blocking the shot and he's putting this one out. Usually when guys block a shot here, their elbow stays in line with their body so they could block the body shot. Let's see what Mayweather does. He sticks to him. Bang, puts that right elbow out. I think he got hit clean in the body, but he puts his right elbow up. Points the elbow at the opponent. Not always, but usually. Nice jab from Mayweather. Nice from Castillo. See, Castillo leans back from Mayweather's punches, from his jab to the body and to the head. Now Mayweather might catch him here. Oh no, he caught him back. Oh yeah, here. See Mayweather, bang. Now this is frustrating for Castillo. For Mayweather, because Mayweather loves it when he gets an aggressive opponent that just moves in. That way, every time Mayweather jabs to the body or to the head, the opponent is moving into Mayweather's jab, but Castillo is leaning away from it. Sometimes he's stepping away from the body jab. Mayweather can't get his distance right to be effective, have his offense on. And then he jabs back. Mayweather loves an aggressive fighter, which is every defensive fighter, counterpuncher loves an aggressive fighter because they're doing the work for you. They're closing the distance. The main thing about fighting is closing the distance. Now, when you're aggressive, it kind of sucks because you got to close the distance on someone. When you're the defensive fighter, the aggressive person closes the distance for you so you can land your punches. Both fighters want to close the distance. They want to be able to land their punches. The aggressive fighter has to do the work of moving in. The defensive fighter gets to step back while the aggressive fighter moves into their punches. But the thing about Castillo, he's not always moving forward. He'll move forward, lean back, step out, come back in, back and forth. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. No matter where Mayweather moves, Castillo's right in front of him. Ties him up. I like this ref. He's like a no-nonsense ref. Right hand. That was a nice spin off by Mayweather. See? Lean in, dip out. See that form again. Look at that. That's right in the nose, right in the teeth. Boom. He's really pushing it against his nose. Mayweather is against Castillo's nose. So you can call that dirty boxing. But it's what guys with less power, they have to come up with something. You can't be in a fight and just use your punches. You might think that. But when you got a guy like Castillo moving forward, you're not going to jab. You're not going to keep him away with just a jab. You're not going to keep him away with just a quick right hand. You got to do something to keep him away from you. Or against stall him. Or, yeah. I want to see if Mayweather punched the glove of Castillo. He might have. See, Castillo, he does that run, which is very effective in catching up to the opponent. Very, very smart. If the opponent is far away and you follow him with your footwork, like your boxing footwork, they're going to be gone by the time you get there. You got to run up to them, get in front of them, and then go back into your boxing footwork. But you get a point taken away. Yeah, they're holding the head. I don't like when refs, I don't know, it's the two guys are fighting, ref steps in and he expects them just to listen to him like children. These guys are trying to hurt each other. He lets a shot off, which is wrong, but I don't think he should get a point taken away right away. Pretty stupid on the ref's side and Castillo's side. Castillo has to listen to the ref, but no warning for that. That's pretty, like, that could have been the difference in the fight if the fight was very, very, very close. Round number 9. I'm excited to see how Floyd's going to close the fight on this one. Too much grease. That was really nice by Castillo right there. He fakes, and then commits. He doesn't commit without faking. Now, Mayweather likes stepping away to his left a lot. He also steps to his right. But he likes jabbing, throwing the hook, stepping to a left, pivoting left. See that feint again? Let's go back to this. This is something, if you want to be a pressure fighter, it's called smart pressure, not stupid pressure. You can't be just committing to every time you move in. That's stupid. Well, let's see what Castillo does. Fakes right there. Okay. Bang. Another fighter would have just straight in with a punch with a jab right hand. Mayweather would have slipped out. Fake. See, now Mayweather is pinned against the ropes. Okay. Usually Mayweather likes, if you can't see here, but he has some space behind with his back on the rope. But here he could still lean back and then get under. But here with the fake. Now watch how Mayweather leans back to the ropes. Now he's stuck on the ropes. Now if Castillo goes jab to the body or whatever he throws, Mayweather can't really move out of the ropes unless he does. It's way harder to move out because he's stuck. He pushed himself against the ropes, and that's all thanks to Castillo's fake. See, watch this. This is where Mayweather likes to be on the ropes. He has space. He could go under a big punch. He could see it coming. He could go under, tie the guy up, counter him. Castillo isn't throwing. He's feinting. And see, Mayweather's stuck. And then Mayweather steps in and turns. So Mayweather still escapes that. But that's something you can do if you're the aggressor, is fake when they're almost up the ropes. Now push them into the ropes and then throw your punches. Mayweather is a genius at getting off the ropes, so that's no problem for him. Nice right hands by Castillo. I like a fight where you can learn from both fighters, not just from the winner or just, you know. See that jab to the body? That was a nice jab to the body. You got one of the best ring cutters that I've personally watched, and then you got one of the best defensive fighters with his legs and his hands and his head movement of all time. So you can learn from both. You can learn how to escape great pressure like Mayweather is, and you could learn to apply great pressure like Castillo is. See, not a lot of fighters jab Mayweather back in the body. Castillo jabs him in the body. Now that's what most fighters do, is what Castillo just did, which is swinging a big left hook. And that's what Mayweather wants. Let's see if Mayweather gets warned here for that. I guess he didn't use his elbow there. Never mind. So you push him back. Genius, Mayweather. Gotta see what Mayweather does to get off the ropes. He leans into the ropes, points that shoulder, gets close, closes the distance, smothers Castillo, pushes him off. Now he knows Castillo's going to come back in. Step back, dip, pivot out. Great work, great work. Nice job. Nice right hand. Is that a point taken away? Oh, I thought the ref was... Oh, I guess that was the end of the round. Sorry, this is taking so long to rewind. Mayweather dips down. See that? The ref isn't calling this. This is illegal. And Mayweather comes back with a jab. So Mayweather gets warned for... I thought he was going to take a point away because he already warned him. Mayweather gets warned for using his elbow and like this kind of stuff, but he doesn't really get points taken away. I haven't seen it myself. Which means he's so good at hiding it. He doesn't do it blatantly where you could just take a point off him. He does it so fast, he hides it behind a punch. It's easy to see in slow motion, but it's a lot harder to see when you're a ref inside the fight and it's happening so fast. Like right there, he did it. It's just something Mayweather does when he throws a lead punch. Or like a big hook or a big right hand. So Mayweather goes in, jab, he throws a big right hand, right? Now, this is where opponent can counter is after you throw a punch. What Mayweather does really good is he sneaks this left hand right in between him and the opponent. So now he can't counter. He's stuck. And then Mayweather could throw another punch. If Mayweather threw the hook first, he would put his right hand between him and the opponent so the opponent can't counter, which is really smart. Mayweather has his boxing from... like his boxing style, he knows what he's going to do in every single situation. There's not one part of the ring, one thing that Mayweather doesn't know what he's going to do. He has a solution for every problem. He knows what he can do in every area. He's just, he understands boxing so well. I forgot if Castillo starts getting more frustrated towards the end of the fight. We'll watch it together, I guess. We'll see. Like I said before, if you want to watch this fight to learn two things, how to put pressure and how to get out of pressure, you have two really good fighters trying to do both. One succeeding more than the other, which is Mayweather. See that jab to the body? Nice work by Castillo. Nice right hand. Nice right hand. Nice jab. It's so hard to pin Mayweather on the ropes. Nice left hook. Nice left hook. Nice. Round 10, 11, 12. Mayweather never lets his opponent get those ones. Okay, Castillo gets frustrated. So I give this round to Mayweather. Why is it important to win the last at least 3 rounds of a fight? It's because that's the last thing that the judges and the crowd see. If you winning the first 3 rounds versus winning the last 3 rounds is a completely different thing. Most people forget what happened in the first 3 rounds, unless it's a big round, like say when Marquez got knocked down by Pacquiao in the first fight. He got knocked down 3 times. That's something memorable. But if it's just a fight, it's a round where you win, people don't really care the first 3 rounds. It's still important to win those, but they're not as important as the last 3 rounds. The last 3 rounds is what the fight is ending with. It's what everybody just saw. Mayweather's going to hit him with a nice elbow here. Ooh. Bang. Hit him with that elbow. I think he does it again. There you go. He sees it. He does it again. Like I said, if you don't have the power, you got to find different ways. Okay, there you go. That's the first time I've seen Mayweather get a point taken away for using his elbow. So when people say, oh, this guy's a cheater, every boxer does something they're not supposed to do. It's a fight. It's not really like basketball where if you're kicking the ball on purpose and that's a foul. This is you're gonna get brained out. You're gonna get knocked out if you don't stay safe. So you have to do something. Every fighter, every great fighter does something. See that that forearm by Mayweather? Unless you have crazy knockout power where you don't need to use these type of things. But if you don't have that power to keep a guy away from you, you got to find creative ways. But this ref, that's the first time I've seen Mayweather ever get a point taken away. Right there again. Right hand. If you want to think of it like this, it's a lot easier running the first 3 miles of a marathon versus running the last 3 miles of a marathon. If you think about the first 3 and the last 3 rounds of a fight, a lot easier to win the first 3 sometimes than win the last 3. See, look at that elbow, that forearm. Mayweather's a genius at this stuff. I think he overdid it in this fight because he said his right shoulder was hurting, so he had to get a little bit more dirty than usual, which is knowing how to win. That's what Ali knew how to do. He knew how to win. Mayweather knew how to win. Sugar Ray Leonard knew how to win. You got to know how to win. If one of your weapons is out, you got to find a different way to win. That was beautiful body work by Floyd. Floyd's winning these last rounds. You got to know how to win. Mike Tyson did not know how to win. He had knockouts, but against a guy like Lewis, against Holyfield, which they knew how to win, they did dirty things to him. But Mike Tyson relied a lot on him knocking the guy out. And if he couldn't knock him out, he couldn't find a different way to win. He couldn't win on points. He didn't know how to jab and move. A lot of times, you're not going to be 100% in a fight. You got to find different ways to win. The main goal of being in a fight is to win. That's it. So you got to find a way to win. And that's what made Mayweather so great, because people be like, oh, this guy's going to beat him. And then he finds another way to win. Same thing with Muhammad Ali. You fight him, he's going to find a way to win. For the most part. He lost too. He lost though. See how Mayweather really tries hard in the last rounds? So you got to give him the last 2 rounds here. Is this round 12 coming up? We shall see. Last round. Let's see if Mayweather closes the show, what Castillo's going to do. Yeah, I don't see how Castillo won this fight. He hit Mayweather there. Mayweather still controlled the fight, the pace. He closed off the last rounds. He caught Castillo there. Castillo just did a lot better than all of the other opponents, but I don't see how he won this fight. The one thing you gotta respect about Floyd, if he ever fought a close fight, he's gonna give the rematch right away and close that chapter in his boxing career. He's not gonna let it keep going on. Against Maidana, against Castillo. Pretty sure he had some other rematches. Nice hook. Get out of there. Now, from a pressure standpoint, Castillo put pressure on the whole fight. So if you look for pressure fighting, then you might give this to Castillo. Yeah, so I just want to make a point outside of the fight is never make excuses in the ring. When I used to fight, if I ever lost, I'd be like, oh, nice uppercut. Oh, I didn't train hard for this fight, or my toe is hurting or something. If you decide to step in the ring, all excuses are no longer valid. Unless the guy does something blatant in the fight, or if you pop a shoulder, if you do something inside the fight where it's very, very, bad, then that's a more valid excuse. But if you come in the ring with something and you don't mention it and you still take on the fight, you can't, there's no excuses. Yeah, never give yourself an excuse. If you take a fight, if you step in the ring, that's on you. If you don't feel like you should step in the ring, don't step in the ring. Easy as that. But it's not as black and white like that. Sometimes, like Mayweather said, this was a big opportunity for him. If he didn't take this fight, he might have not had it again. So he kind of had to take it. But if he lost, no one is going to care if his shoulder was hurt. If he won, no one's going to care. He took the fight. No one puts a gun to your head and says you have to take a fight. It's up to you. So, before you step in the ring, know that there's no excuses for you. You either step in the ring, fight, and deal with the decision, or you just don't step in the ring. And that's it. So, we'll do Castillo versus Mayweather 2 also. I want to do De La Hoya versus Mayweather. I think De La Hoya was very effective. He just didn't do enough. Let's hear the judges, what they got to say. I'll be quiet for a bit.
For the winner by unanimous decision, and new down the stretch. Harold Letterman, greatest judge of all. We have just...
I don't know, we all know the result. So Mayweather won. Castillo wasn't happy, of course. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. And goodbye.